Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to discuss photoreactivation repair. Now, what is photoreactivation repair? It refers to the DNA repair system where re-exposure to the visible light repairs the UV damaged DNA. What does it mean? That first when the DNA is exposed to the UV light, that DNA is damaged, and when you re-expose that damaged DNA to the visible light, that DNA is repaired. So this is what happens in photoreactivation repair. Now if you see closely this figure, so this is the normal DNA and here are the nitrogen bases. These are the nitrogen bases of the upper strand and these are the nitrogen bases of the lower strand. One thing, if you notice, this A bonds with T, G bonds with C, T bonds with A, T bonds with A, and G bonds with C. So this is the normal DNA. Alright, so this is the normal DNA. So upon exposure of this normal DNA to UV light, what happens? These two thymine, alright, this portion in normal DNA, these two thymine which had been bonding with adenine earlier, now these two thymine bond together and form dimers. So this is the position where they have formed a dimer. This is called as pyrimidine dimer or thymine-thymine dimer or TT dimer. So upon exposure to UV light, this thymine-thymine dimer formation happens. Alright, now what happens if DNA photolysis comes? So this is the enzyme which is involved in photoreactivation repair. Now this enzyme comes under dark and sits on the region where this dimer formation has happened. Okay, so it sits on this region. Now when this enzyme plus the UV damaged DNA, this complex is exposed to visible light, what happens? This enzyme removes this dimer. In other words, it repairs this dimer, okay, and makes it like the previous case, where makes it like the normal DNA. Okay, so after doing this, the enzyme is released. So here, as you can see, the damaged DNA has been repaired and there is no dimer formation between thymine. Alright, so it has now been repaired. So in this way, DNA photolysis repairs the DNA under visible light. So what happens? First, on exposure of the normal DNA to UV light, thymine-thymine dimer formation happens, and when that same DNA plus the enzyme DNA photolysis is exposed to visible light, then only the enzyme repairs the dimer, and afterwards it leaves the DNA, leaving the repaired DNA intact. Okay, so this is the last DNA that you see. This is the repaired DNA. So this is the mechanism of photoreactivation repair.